So you oversee our innovation hub on campus. And so I was hoping you could tell us about the innovation process.
Yeah, happy to. Thanks for asking. So before I talk about the innovation process, I think it's important to talk about the roots of the Innovation Hub and why it got started. And so really at its core, what we're trying to do is bring faculty and students together with industry so that they can work together and solve problems. That's kind of the basic gist of everything that we're doing. And when we opened the Innovation Hub 3 years ago, we asked ourselves exactly how are we going to go about doing that? How are we going to bring faculty and students together with industry to solve problems? And we realized that we needed a little bit more scaffolding and framework. And so we worked hard to come up with an innovation process, which is not rocket science. As a matter of fact, those who look at it will see design thinking, really, which is the core of it. But it has 5 stages, and we always start with problem defining. So it's important whether it's faculty, students, or industry, we want to be really clear about the problem that we're trying to solve, because otherwise we can spin our wheels or come up with solutions to something that we think are really cool but don't actually solve a problem. So we're really clear about the problem we want to solve, and then the next stage is ideation, where we brainstorm a bunch of potential solutions to address that problem. The third stage is design and prototype. So you're going to pick one of those ideas that you brainstormed, and you're going to design it out and come up with a prototype if it's a product, or maybe an intervention or a curriculum, depending on what your solution really is. The fourth step is to test and see if your solution actually works. If it doesn't, you're going to go back to that list you created in the ideation phase and pick a different solution. Once it does work in the testing phase, then you move to the final step, which is implementation. This is also the time when you're implementing your solution, that might look like starting a business. It might look like getting a patent, or it might look like going and providing services to people. So the implementation has a bunch of different ways it can look.